guys, if you're new here, my name is Sam and I make videos about makeup, chronic illness, and whatever I want. Today, I want to talk about some makeup. First, I'm going to start this as sort of a Trends with Friends video, which is a series I kind of started and then forgot about. Where basically, I talk about trends, usually beauty trends, and just give my actual unbiased, I guess I am biased technically, opinions on the matter. And today I want to do that regarding the de-influencing trend happening on like TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. So this is sort of a trend amongst content creators, but then I also want to segue into me de-influencing and add in something I've just been wanting to do for a while where I talk about new makeup and my thoughts about it. So I'm going to scoot over a little so I have some more space. Open up Instagram and look at Makeup Release Radar. This is an account who lost access to their account, so they started a new one. And I'm just going to scroll down a little. I've never done this, so I could go back quite a ways. And before I start, I'm going to circle back to the whole de-influencing thing. Okay, now, de-influencing is a trend that seems to be inspired by the anti-haul, which I'm forgetting the name of who started that. I will pop it on the screen here. The anti-haul took off, and it was, I thought, a lot of fun. I always wanted to do anti-hauls, and maybe that's what this new makeup thing will turn into, is anti-hauls. But de-influencing seems to be inspired by that, but it seems like people don't know how to do it. De-influencing, from what I've seen, has more been like, I don't like this product, so here's my review. Here's my honest negative review, which isn't really de-influencing because I'm sorry if I keep getting lipstick on my teeth. It's not really de-influencing if you already bought it, right? To me, de-influencing is like, here's why I'm not going to buy it, and here's why you shouldn't buy it either. It isn't like, oh, I have this eyeliner, and it isn't the right consistency for me. De-influenced. Like, that isn't de-influencing. So, like, everyone's kind of doing it wrong, in my opinion. Let me just de-influence the way that I would de-influence. I feel like de-influencing should also come from a place of like, I actually do want this, but here's why I don't need it. And not just, it looks dumb, or I don't know. If you don't like matte foundations, why would you ever be interested in a matte foundation? Okay, here, I'll start with this. This is the Huda Beauty Must Have Mattes palette. So, there's two. There's a cool tone, like taupe one, and then there's like a warm one. And immediately my brain goes, oh, you want those. And sure, they're very nice, and I do actually want them. But if I'm being realistic, Huda's 9 pans are very unreliable. I have a couple of them, but unlike her large palettes, they're either great or complete garbage. So it isn't exactly worth the risk for, does it even say how much these are? No. Maybe on a different page it would say how much they are, but they're really pretty, especially like that cool tone one I'm very drawn to, but I know for a fact that I have some cool tones in my collection already, and if I actually wanted to expand on the cool tone mattes I have, I would invest in a brand that is a lot more reliable. Now, if she had a large palette that were these tones, I would be a lot more interested, but like I said, the 9 pans are just so inconsistent. So that is a reason I am de-influencing. Don't even take the risk because there's a high likelihood that you're going to hate it. This next one I wanted really bad, and I even considered caving on the restock pre-order, and it is the Glamlight Chucky collab. The color story is what got me. It reminds me of the waiting room from Melt, which I missed out on, and I absolutely love this, and the Glamlight formulas I have tried, I actually really enjoy. Here's why I'm going to de-influence it. One, I have never seen Chucky. I don't like Chucky. I think the idea of it is goofy. As much as I love horror, Chucky has never appealed to me and will never appeal to me because it's goofy. It would be in packaging that I don't even like. And for me, I generally like my eyeshadow palettes, my makeup purchases to be a complete experience. So I want to like the packaging, or at least not mind the packaging. But this just has Chucky and Tiffany all over it. And I've never seen the movies. I don't like it. The second reason is there are at least one of those annoying mattes with a shimmer in it. And I don't know who those are for. ColourPop's excuse is it helps the mattes blend better. But let's be real. If you can't make a matte that blends well without adding the shimmer, like, you're doing something wrong. Especially because it looks like a similar color to a matte that's in there. So you either want a shimmer or you want a matte. Not many people want that weird in between. So that's a waste of a shade there. It also kind of looks like, at least based on what I'm seeing, some of the colors look like they would be quite similar. So while I'm very interested in this, overall, it would just be silly to buy something that I'm not 100% interested in. And I'm sure a lot of you watching, if you haven't bought it already or done the pre-order because the first release sold out, like, you've never seen Chucky either, or you don't like Chucky. So it's like, just because the colors are cool, there's going to be more cool colors, and I'm sure somebody else is going to do that color story because it seems popular. So yeah, Deinfluenced. Okay, ColourPop Snow White. I love Snow White. When I was dyeing my hair black, like, I was always Snow White for Halloween, you know, the black hair, the fair skin. Well, I'm not even fair. I'm light skin, etc. But this ColourPop has this problem frequently, and I'm not saying I haven't fallen for it and bought a palette that's just a repeat of another palette, but this is literally a boring version of the Star Wars palette. And I guess if you missed out on the Star Wars palette and you really wanted the color story, this would work out. But I do not like that they didn't even really try. I don't know. It's not giving me Snow White vibes personally. Like, yeah, there's a red and a blue, but they're shimmers from what it looks like. So, like, you don't get a red and a blue. Like, you have to use neutral shades and then put a red or a blue on your lid. Even the dark color to deepen up the shades is glitter or shimmer or whatever. I don't know. Like, the packaging is cute, I suppose, but I do not. The yellow is also shimmer. I don't like how they did this, and I feel like it's just kind of a cash grab. Now, a lot of people probably want, like, the lip, what is this, just one bite lip scrub. Listen, like, make your own lip scrub. I bought a lip scrub, like, way long ago, and I rarely used it. Just make your own if you need it, but really, when you wash your face, you could just run a washcloth over your lips and kind of gently do the exact same thing. So it is absolutely not necessary. And what's with these blushes? I was expecting a legitimate red blush, and it's just kind of a coral. That collection is just goofy. And I know I'm very behind. This is 2 weeks, but the whole point of this video is to show you, like, how you actually de-influence, which it's pretty much an anti-haul with updated words. This next one, this is a great example because I liked it, and I watched a video on these, and I know that I want them. They're $34 a piece, first of all. And the Charlotte Tilbury Hypnotizing Pop Shot Pillow Talk Diamonds. I'm especially a sucker for that, like, lavender shade. I don't know if it shows the name here. Ultraviolet. This is beautiful. But who needs to pay $34 for Charlotte Tilbury when I could get a color that's even more impressive from an indie brand for a fraction of the price? I am one of those people who will splurge on some products that seem overpriced to be a staple, reliable item. That a purple eyeshadow is not a staple, reliable product. I'm talking like a color that I would literally wear every day. So these are just, I don't know. If I was gifted it, I would be very excited. But I would never buy this, nor would I ever recommend buying it, because it it just seems like a cash grab on Charlotte Tilbury's part. Like, give us something more. Okay, this I'm very interested in, so I'm going to de-influence it because it is $69. Oh my god. Here I am tugging myself out of it. The Gucci, I'm putting it here because I can't say this. It's the new foundation, full coverage luminous matte finish foundation. I don't even know what the hell that means. How is it matte luminous? That's a thing they've been doing recently where they're just like, let's put all the adjectives and see like if people catch on that you can't be both of those things at once. So this has hyaluronic acid in it, which sounds great. Great. I am aging. And I will say this is actually a semi-decent shade range. Obviously, all brands could do better, but for first release, like, I'm seeing some actual depth here. I so desperately want to try this foundation. I've been really into trying, like, complexion products recently, but $69. 69 US individual single dollars for a foundation. Like, I complained that my double wear went up to, I think it's like 48 now. Like, I'm like, that's just out of control. And here I am over here, like, lusting over $69. First of all, you're just paying for the fact that it says Gucci. That's all you're paying for. We're gonna de-influence strictly on the price. Also, full coverage in one drop. You saying one pump's gonna cover my whole face full coverage? I'm calling bullshit on that. It's also mask proof and sweat proof. I will say, kudos to Gucci for still representing those of us who are wearing a mask. So it still has me interested because, you know, I don't wear makeup when I'm going to have to go out because I don't need it smeared all over my face. But $69, I can't do it. I cannot. Okay, this Unearthly Cosmetics Not in the Mood palette. It's 12 water activated liner split pans. I have actually been getting into eyeliner. I don't know if you could tell, like, I have some eyeliner today. I'm practicing my skills. And the water activated liners have been, like, catching my eye. And I thought, like, this was so cool. You get so many. And I don't remember the price. I saw the price recently, but it wasn't a bad price. My thing is, I'm never going to use these colors at all. And why? Some of them look shimmery, which I like a shimmery eyeliner. I've been using shimmery stuff for eyeliner, but who's gonna use 1, 2, 3, 4 browns and 2 like forest greens, then 2 pinks that look almost identical? Come on, it seems like they were, I don't know what they were doing here. It's cute, but I'm not gonna do it. This is all stuff like I'm not interested in, so I can't really de-influence things that I wouldn't even buy anyway. I mean, I could tell you why you shouldn't buy it if you're interested in it, but I don't know that you're interested in it either. So we're just, in this episode, going to focus on, okay, this. I'm a clown. Absolute clown for this. But there's not just this one. I feel like there's another one, and it might be on Trendmood's page, so we'll get to that one too. These Tom Ford Eye Color Quad Electric Cherry Eyeshadow Palette. I'm kind of an idiot sucker for Tom Ford. I only have one. I've only tried one, and it is so average. But there's something about average that I like. However, this is $90. 90? Singular US dollars. I can't do it. The Tom Ford quad that I got at like the company outlet, like the cosmetic company outlet, which is like the Estee Lauder or Lancome. I think it's Estee Lauder parent the parent company, Estee Lauder, so all their brands, MAC, Too Faced, etc., is like marked down there. And I got this Tom Ford quad for I think $23.99. It's definitely worth $23.99. If I saw this there, I would be very interested. But that store is like an hour away, so I don't go there frequently. But when I saw this, and more so the other one that I'm gonna pop up here as well, it's like pink tones. I was like, I mean, is $90 a big deal? And yes, $90 is a big deal. You don't need this. You have 100 pinks already. You probably have 100 pinks. And nobody needs to be spending 90 singular US dollars on 4 eyeshadows. That, come on. This I don't even want. I just want to say it because everyone freaking bought it. They're restocking their stupid dick lip balms. Isamaya, I think. Beauty restocking the. Nobody needs it. It's probably not even a good lip balm, and you definitely don't need to be pulling a penis out of your pocket. You just don't. It's ridiculous. A complete waste of money. I don't care how much they're donating. They're $95, and I don't even think they're down. Like, it doesn't even say how much they're supporting Planned Parenthood with this. I don't care that it's made in Italy. I don't care. This is absurd. And I know the large influencers bought it as a gag. It's a tax write-off for them. It is not for you. Please don't buy this. Please do not buy it. Okay, so I've heard like kind of not great things about Shroud Cosmetics, which is good for my pocketbook, bad for my soul, because they have so many palettes I want. Both the Bounty Bean palettes I want, but this Moonfall palette, oh my god, I saw it and I fell in love and I immediately wanted to order it. But I've heard their shipping is terrible. Their customer service is not great. They get kind of shitty with the customers when it's been, months. And I don't know if they fixed this, but with the Bounty Bean releases, people were waiting like 3 months, no updates. They weren't even asking for the shipping to be quicker. They were just like, could you just send us a group email that, oh, we haven't forgotten about your product that you bought. We're just like running behind. It was like radio silence, and that alone, I don't want to fuck with. I already did that with Lunar Beauty, which was like a headache. I had to get PayPal involved to get a refund for my messed up product. So as much as I love this, as much as I feel like my soul needs it, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it to myself. And I don't know, maybe you've had good luck with them, but I don't think it's worth the risk for risky customer service. All right, let's get into this Too Faced Italian Spritz Lake Como cocktail inspired palette. I want this so bad. I don't know why, because aside from the shimmers, all of these colors are like the other 3 to 5 Too Faced palettes I own. There's oranges, there's peaches. Honestly, some of the shimmers are the same too. I would say just maybe like 2 are not. I'm a sucker for their dang tin packaging. And it's supposed to smell fruity. I'm a sucker for how their stuff smells too. I don't need this in any capacity. It is not unique in any way except for the package to my collection. I don't need to have it. And if you own any warm tone palette, you have these. And if you own any Too Faced palette, you have these. Don't give in to the tin packaging. Don't do it. I want to throw this in here, not because I'm interested in it, but because it's so absurd to me. So I love Tarte Shape Tape. It's my favorite concealer. It's what I'm wearing 99.9% of the time. It's what I'm wearing right now. Lovely product. But who's paying $30 for a color corrector just because it's like Shape Tape? I love the LA Girl color correctors that are like $5. There's no way that this Shape Tape color corrector is going to work better than a drugstore color corrector. It just can't. Don't buy this. Don't give in to their weirdness, because there's no way this is doing anything else. It doesn't even say that it's like any kind of special formulation. Just don't. So I'm going to leave it at that. remember, when you're consuming content, even mine, just be a little mindful that everyone has their own bias, including myself. Everyone has their own opinion. Like, there's probably a lot of stuff you're interested in on these pages that don't catch my eye. I can't exactly de-influence you on things unless I sit down and go through each product. But a lot of it would just be kind of repetitive of, well, I wouldn't use this anyway, so I'm just going to tell you, you probably have something similar to it. So I'm going to stick to, if I give my opinions on makeup, only stuff I'm interested in. I'm not quite sure how I'll do those videos or how often I'll do those videos or if I will even regularly do those videos. I just really wanted to talk about how de-influencing is being done wrong. And I'm not saying it isn't helping people not waste their money on purchases, but I think it's giving the wrong idea of, well, it's okay to buy it if you don't like it, and then you can tell other people that you don't like it and they won't buy it. Like, just don't buy it in the first place. We all have a lot of makeup. I have a lot of makeup. So anyone in the beauty space probably has everything they need, and it's not saying don't buy anything you want. I'm not going anti-consumerism here. I'm just saying be more mindful and save your money for the stuff that you're really excited about and not stuff that is, I don't know, overpriced or honestly just not very inspiring. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. It really helps my channel. If you have products that you would like me to talk you out of or you have opinions about, leave it in the comments below. And I'll see you guys next time.